YouTube is one of the most underutilized platforms by many digital marketers. Despite many statistics clearly showing the profitability of video marketing, even many of the web's preeminent digital marketers are shy to get involved. Why is this? Simple. Many marketers who are working from home lack the resources, the know-how, or the confidence to get involved with video marketing. But you know what? That's exactly why you need to get involved and why you need to learn how to use this crucial tool. Leaving the statistics to one side for a moment, video marketing is incredibly valuable simply because it allows you to change the way that others perceive your business. When you create a great video with high production values, you make your organization feel far more professional, stable, and resourceful. Instead of looking like you're some guy writing articles from his mum's basement, you'll now look like a real business, complete with high production values and a professional sheen that inspires trust and confidence in your brand. At the same time, video marketing also has some other advantages. For example, it's highly engaging beyond what you can achieve with a written advert or even a blog post. Think about how often you've sat up all night watching TV programs that you weren't really interested in simply because it was too difficult to turn off and turn your attention away from them. Videos combine sound, music, images, and clever editing, and they let us speak directly to the audience. If you're a digital marketer with a personal brand and you're trying to gain the trust and familiarity of your audience, then going on video and letting them meet you in that way is incredibly valuable. Likewise, though, if you're a large corporation and you want to show off your products, then being able to put them on the screen and show them being used will make it much easier for your audience to understand them and to see the appeal and the value proposition. Think about what you'd be more likely to buy. Something you heard described in a piece of text, or something you could see being held up to the camera, being used and shot in dynamic, flattering lighting. Add in some great music to underscore the value of the item and a great persuasive sales script, and you can make anything seem incredibly desirable. And one of the most effective forms of video marketing available to any internet marketer is YouTube advertising. YouTube is a massive platform and provides incredible reach to a vast range of different users across the world. The only downside is that it's also very difficult to get noticed through YouTube. As with running a blog, creating a YouTube channel means competing with millions of other content creators and saturation in almost every niche imaginable. This is where YouTube advertising comes in. Using a YouTube advertising campaign, you can ensure that millions of people see your video instantly. This can then be used to directly sell a product, to drive traffic to your website, or even to drive traffic to a YouTube channel. In other words, YouTube advertising allows you to quickly skip the hard work normally associated with building your channel, and instead get straight to the part where you begin getting huge exposure and building your brand. In case you're not yet convinced that YouTube is the platform for you, it may help to look at some of the incredible statistics surrounding the video sharing site. For instance, did you know that YouTube has over 1 billion users? That makes it absolutely massive, and to put it in perspective, it's nearly a third of everyone on the internet. Every single day, these users watch hundreds of millions of hours of video on the channel. And on mobile alone, YouTube manages to reach more 18 to 34-year-olds and 18 to 49-year-olds than any cable network in the US. So in other words, if you were thinking of spending money on a video advertising campaign, then your money would actually be much better spent on YouTube advertising. This is especially true too, considering that YouTube advertising is far more affordable. Think these numbers are impressive now? Then you'll be even more impressed to learn that the user base is still growing exponentially. In fact, it grows by more than 3 times year on year. That means that there will likely be 3 times as many users by the end of next year. Between March 2014 and January 2016, the number of users on YouTube increased by a whopping 40%. These users are also spread throughout the world, which is great if you have an international product. 80% of YouTube viewers come from outside the US. In fact, the channel is available in over 76 different languages. More than half of YouTube's views are from mobile devices, but it's also worth taking into consideration just how popular YouTube is across a range of other devices as well. YouTube can be enjoyed on TVs and even on games consoles, so it's available even in households without computers or smartphones. People don't just use YouTube for entertainment either. They also use it for looking up information and getting answers to questions. YouTube is commonly used just like Google as a search engine, and is in fact the second largest search engine after Google in terms of the numbers of searches. For all these reasons, YouTube actually controls the flow of 17% of all internet traffic. And advertisers and creators are profiting greatly from all this success. Partner revenue has been increasing by 50% year on year, and channels earning 6 figures a year from YouTube have also increased by the same amount. Adoption of YouTube advertising is growing too. The numbers of advertisers using YouTube has increased by 40% each year, and the average spend for the top 100 advertisers has increased by 60%. What does all this tell us? Well, for now, it tells us that YouTube advertising still isn't oversaturated. There's still a place here, and especially for internet marketers. If you use YouTube marketing to show videos of your new ebook or your self-development blog, then you'll be one of the few marketers using it that way currently. This in turn means that you can stand out and get attention, and you can get great prices and excellent ROI for your campaign. Similarly, though, it also shows you that companies already using YouTube advertising are profiting from it and are thus reinvesting more money into it. Did you know that every single one of the top 100 global brands have run YouTube adverts in the last year? TrueView adoption is growing too, and it grew by 45% over 2014. This is the perfect time to set up an account and to start reaching a bigger audience. So, without a doubt, YouTube advertising is one of the absolute best ways to engage with your audience, to drive traffic, to generate profit, and to grow your brand. But you may still be feeling apprehensive. Perhaps you're unsure as to whether you have what it takes to create videos of a professional quality, or maybe you don't know how to go about using the platform. Perhaps you're concerned about the amount of money you'll need to spend. Don't be. This is where these videos will come in handy and will show you the ropes and everything you need to learn in order to start making the most from YouTube advertising. Throughout the course, you'll learn how to create stunning videos that have a professional quality without spending a huge amount of money. At the same time, you'll learn about key phrases and how to get maximum exposure with minimum spend. You'll learn the ins and the outs of the different options available for creating YouTube ads, and you'll learn how to integrate your advertising campaign with a great YouTube channel for maximum exposure. Wait! Before you get started, how would you like to get better results even faster with YouTube advertising? First off, I want to personally thank you for purchasing the YouTube Advertising Excellence Guide. You'll have profitable YouTube advertising campaigns running in no time with what you'll discover inside the guide. But what if you could take a shortcut to success with YouTube? What if you could begin seeing results much faster than if you used the ebook guide alone? And what if you could also get better results and make sure that you avoid all of the most common pitfalls? Although the ebook you just purchased is written in a step-by-step format, many people learn much better by watching something done as opposed to just reading about it in a guide. What about you? How do you normally learn the best? Would you rather read through a training course, or would it be easier to get results if you could watch a video training that shows you exactly how to do it? If you're like most people, watching a video is almost always going to be far more effective than a written guide alone. The sad thing is, Most people that buy text-based courses don't even go through all of the training. And of the few people that do complete the training, very few actually retain what they read about. That means even if you finish a guide, you may not actually use what you read about. And that's a big waste. But what if you could have the best of both worlds? What if you didn't have to choose? What if you could get a complete video training course in addition to the ebook training guide that you purchased? Something that would take you by the hand and give you that next level of training that you need to get results. And not just any results. More traffic, more conversions, and more profits in your pocket. Faster. The good news is you're going to get the one-time opportunity to do just that today. Introducing the video version of the YouTube advertising guide you just purchased. I want you to start getting traffic for pennies as quickly as possible. Traffic that converts like crazy and makes you a lot of money. And there are little details that can be the difference in seeing huge results with YouTube advertising and ultimately falling flat on your face. Or even worse. If you do things wrong with YouTube advertising, not only could you fail to see traffic and end up wasting money, but you could even risk getting your advertising account banned. That's why you need to understand and take in all of the important details inside the YouTube advertising guide you just purchased. To make absolutely sure you don't miss any important details when it comes to getting started with YouTube advertising, setting up your first campaign, learning how to target your campaign properly for the best return on your investment possible, and how to scale your campaign up and make as much money as possible from your most profitable campaigns. If you miss just one step in the process of getting your campaigns set up, tracking them, and knowing when to scale things up, you could find yourself wasting a ton of time and even money, and ultimately missing out on making sales and profits. Sadly, many people struggle to get the results they hope for with YouTube advertising because they just try to wing it and do things their own way. When you follow what you'll learn inside the step-by-step video training upgrade, getting results is a simple formula to success. When you upgrade to the video version of the YouTube advertising guide you just purchased, you'll guarantee that you'll do everything the right way. Click the button below to get instant access. And of course, as an existing and valued customer, you'll get access to the upgrade with special customer-only discounted pricing. When you consider that this is just like having a YouTube advertising expert visit your home or office and show you exactly how to set everything up and see results, it would be easy to charge $1,000 or more for the upgrade, and it would be worth every penny. But you won't pay anywhere near $1,000 today when you make the smart decision to upgrade. To make it even easier to get started with this upgrade today, you're also going to get an exclusive bonus of 10 high-quality audio MP3s of all of the training. This makes it easy to learn on the go, absorb all of the most important details, and see success on your very first campaign. When you add the MP3s to the 10 high-quality videos that show you how to see success with YouTube advertising, it's impossible to fail. And to make this a complete no-brainer, you get to test drive this upgrade for the next 30 days, with absolutely zero risk. If for any reason, or no reason at all, you're not 100% satisfied with what you learn inside, simply send me email and I'll refund every single penny of your tiny investment. No questions asked. But please don't wait. This is an exclusive, one-time offer at pricing that's only available to my existing customers. If you wait, you may never get another chance to get access to this at a price this low. Click the button below to get instant access today.